Tim Watson, otherwise known as Whispy.
Oh, he's hitting Whispy too. Look at old Whispy.
You've got to work out whether he lets it go sort of longer and works it into that sort of bohemian artist style look, or shortens it right up and your boot camp arrangement.
I think you should talk to the chief, who tried to hang on for about 5 years longer than he probably should have.
He did.
No, it was flourishing there for a while. I couldn't give up.
Whispers has got a little bit more going on at the moment than the chief did. I don't think for much longer though. Sort of the old Fryer tuck on the top really opening up. Well, that's not a good angle for him. That's the first thing he should be doing, is talking to the seven boys and saying, shoot me from the front, not from above. Speaking of the great man, Whispy Watson, one of my boyhood idols and adult idols, he'll be trending on Twitter soon with his hair. It's just taken off, Jim. Who's currently in a worse position? This is from Matty Dawson. Chris Dawes or Tim Watson's hair arrangements? That's a bit harsh. I think it was an unflattering shot.
Just a bad camera angle, I thought, for poor Whispy tonight.
Better than that, you blokes.
What? What, Chief? It's an observation that's now trending worldwide.
The problem he's got is he's losing it on the top, Gary, and the side bits work forward. It's never really sort of suits.
What he is a very handsome man, and I think if he goes a little shorter and then really grows that front bit out and gets the sort of Gerard Depardieu flesh, he'll be away.
Well, Chief hung with that for a long time.
Chief had the moat going there for a while, which was
until in the end it was like the 17th at Sawgrass. You had sort of water the whole way around. Right at the end.
Jim, there's very little to stop me diving over the desk and draining the life out of you.
He came in tonight, Chief, as happy as I've ever seen him.
And all you blokes have done is shoot me down.
Need any of us to remind you that we're all here till 11.
Come on, Jim. Got some votes to do.
Person.
Jim,
and who might that be?
That's you.
Jim.
That's because I love the listeners.
We were here till 10:30, Duke, and happily leaving at that time until one man spoke up in a meeting and gyppered us all here till 11.
And that would be the lone wolf, and that's why you're going to deliver the Triple M Bonaire Best on Ground Awards, Gary.
Well, this will surprise a lot of people, these votes, I think, because you could have viewed it. Who would you have given it best?
Are you going a little Parkeroon with your votes?
No, not at all, because this is what I firmly believe.
See Judd clearly.
I think it'll be very surprising.
Thought he was best.
Brock McLean won.
Very good.
Thought he came on the ground and just kept them in it and then kept going and maintained that standard. So I thought he was great, and what a great effort for a man who had his career questioned.
Yes, I agree.
I gave Michael Jamieson 2 votes. A man who both shoulders nearly crushed in that opening minute, and then stayed with Travis Cloak and ran and worked and worked. You got to look beyond the numbers. You got to think about the whole state of the game. And he snuffed them. Dawes was out. Their only chance of winning was Cloak. Jamieson did the job.
That's 2, is it?
That's 2. Really stretching these out.
We know he's getting these because he loves the gypper.
Go on.
I gave 3 to Mitch Robinson.
Left
Juddy out. That's after he told him his career was over about 3 weeks ago.
And it pained me to leave Juddy. You know how much it pained me. But what I did today, Duke, is I looked deep inside myself and said, give it to the man who had the biggest influence. And when he left his man, because Jamieson was shot and ran 150 metres with Travis Cloak and ended up winning a free kick, it clinched it for me. And then his kamikaze attack on the footy from the start to finish in a critical game. Now, I understand other people will have a complete different 3. But
Jim, wind this gypper up or I'm out of here, because I'm not putting up with this crap.
It was as comprehensively delivered a 3 as we've heard. All right, the other one's Chief.
I gave 1 vote to Darren Jolly. He had 1 kick for the match. For the entire match, he had 1 kick. It was ineffective.
The tone of his voice.
I gave 2 votes to Horitia O'Brien.
Wants him.
He didn't get near any bets. He got carved up. Tore a new 1 kick, 4 goals. I gave 3 to Chris Dawes, who doesn't know what the footy looks like at the moment and probably needs to spell, and we're done.
Listen to the Chief.
If I want to go back to my votes, I also had apologies.
He's off, Chief. He's walked out of the box. Extraordinary scenes. I tell you what, I saw a couple of blokes with those red coats down the bottom, just looking at which blue ticket married up with the actual car park they were in. I think there might be a gypper.
Yeah, one bloke.
Which
right
would
here.
that be? Which would that be?
And I don't reckon Duke's had a ticket all year. So I don't know how he's getting in at the moment.
There's a gypsy in a brown Volvo I think we need to go